Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we're covering a serious and emotional case. A mother of 6, trying to juggle her job and family, left her Second Amendment gadget out in the open, and it led to a terrible accident. One of her children was injured. It's hard to imagine how quickly things can go wrong when weapon safety isn't prioritized. This is a tough one, but it's a crucial reminder of the importance of protecting our children. Let's get into the courtroom details.
The young lady in orange, what's your name, ma'am?
Sierra Taylor.
Is it Sierra Charday Taylor, ma'am?
Tierra, the T as the tree.
Do you have a Tierra? Do you have a middle name of Charday?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Charday. Your criminal case number is 240-592-9201, ma'am. You have an attorney. Go ahead, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. Brandon Bird on behalf of Tierra Taylor. My client waives her right to the formal reading, was advised to constitutional rights and stand mute.
Thank you. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. Court dates are Court dates are September 17, 2024. Again, September 17, 2024, probable cause conference, followed by preliminary examination, September 24, 2024. Both matters are on Judge King's docket. Ms. Taylor, while this case is pending, you're not to possess any firearms or any other dangerous weapons. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Counsel Douglas, go ahead, Esteban, please.
Your Honor, on Ms. Taylor, keep asking for a bond of $50,000 cash or surety. This fortunately is not a case where a child ended up dead, but Your Honor, we do sometimes see in these cases that that's in fact what happened here. We have a young child who got a hold of a firearm, shot and had a wound to their head, but fortunately not sufficient to end their life. Your Honor, it sounds like there are multiple children in this home, at least 5 other children. Ms. Taylor, based on her lien, had a 2021 conviction for attempt possession of a firearm in a motor vehicle or boat. So this is not the first time where she's been in court regarding a firearm, Your Honor. And so we do have concerns about the safety of the children, of the proper steps being taken to keep them safe. That is why we're asking for the bond of $50,000 cash or surety based on that.
Bird, go ahead, please.
I'm 38-year-old lifelong resident, Your Honor, and the case says that she has 6 children. CNA does DoorDash, but well below the 200% poverty guidelines. Any amount of bonds can be like a remand to my client. Your Honor, I do understand this is a serious matter, very serious matter. And I do understand, I do understand the child's involved. I don't think anybody feels worse about the situation than my client at this moment, Your Honor. My client indicates to us that she is a valid CPL holder, that she does DoorDash. That's one of the reasons why she even had the gun on her, because of the nature of doing DoorDash and going to different locations. I'm pretty sure this court read the report in which my client indicates that she had a long day, had to use the restroom facility, was running in to use the restroom facility, took her gun off of her and put it on the dresser, then ran to the bathroom. Unfortunately, a child got a hold of that gun, and the child's injured in this matter, Your Honor. I do understand this court may have some concern. This wasn't intentional at all. This wasn't a place of where my client just usually leaves her gun around. We don't have anybody in front of us that had CPS cases. And she has 6 children who she's been raising. Respectfully, Your Honor, it's not a personal bond in this matter. We look at threat to the community and flight risk. First of all, my client's not trying to run from this matter. She's not trying to run from this matter. she's been cooperative in this matter. Second of all, as a threat to the community, I don't believe my client to be a threat to the community. I don't even believe her to be a threat to her children. I believe an unfortunate mistake was made at a point in time, at this point in time, as I stated earlier, nobody's beating themselves up more about it than the person we see on this screen today. Respectfully, Your Honor, we're going to ask the court for a personal bond. Those are the two conditions that the court looks for when considering a personal bond: threat to the community or threat to the complaining witness and flight risk. My client loves her children. She loves her children with all her heart. She doesn't mind staying away from firearms, having no firearms in the way. As I stated, we don't have anything reported that, the defendant leaves her gun around all the time, or we see her gun being left around all the time. It was an unfortunate mistake in which a child was injured, and in which my client, I know, doesn't want to see her child in that position, any of her children, any children, period, ever to be in that position, Your Honor. So respectfully, we're going to ask the court for a personal bond in this matter.
Court uses clear and convincing evidence standard when it's entertaining a monetary bond. We start off with personal bond basis. In this matter, yes, flight risk, danger to the community. Unfortunately, in this case, she is a danger to the community. And all it takes is one instant, okay? Reading the investigator's report, it does show that usually by other individuals that have reported in the investigator's report, that she usually locks, okay, her firearm in a lockbox. However, in this instance, because she had to go to use the restroom, the ladies' bathroom, okay, in this matter at her home, she didn't take the firearm with her. She put it supposedly on her dresser. And supposedly it's not that high that a child got a hold of it, shot themselves, and it is by the grace of fate and God, Allah, and everybody else that that child did not die or did not have severe injuries other than a graze against the head, the scalp. So yes, counsel, don't say that she's not a danger. It just took one instance, okay? And it is foreseeable when you have a firearm. Okay, that's first thing you have to take consideration is that if you have a firearm and if you have minor children, where are you going to put it? She put it on a dresser that was accessible by a minor child, and that minor child was 3 years of age. Okay, so however, because she has no other priors, I believe, counsel, she will not be around any firearms. Is that correct, Ms. Taylor?
Yes, ma'am, that is correct.
She's going to get a $250,000 personal bond. I'm not going to place her on tether. I don't have anything to indicate from Child Protective Services. There's nothing to indicate they've been notified, but there's nothing to indicate that she cannot be around children or that they have taken all her children away. But that will be something family court will deal with if need to, juvenile court, whatever it is. Okay, but I'm going to give her a $250,000 personal bond. Counsel Douglas, do you want to put anything on the record?
I don't have additional information, Your Honor.
Thank you. That concludes the arraignment of Ms. Taylor.
And that's a tragic case all around. A mother of 6 trying to make ends meet made one terrible mistake. Fortunately, the child survived, but the consequences are serious. This case highlights the dire consequences of careless decisions when it comes to weapon safety, especially with young kids in the house. Do you agree with the defense attorney's passionate plea for leniency? Do you think she deserved a personal bond? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next one.